We're getting into the 49ers' future and talking about all the deets with their QBs. From Lance's second surgery to their QB's competition next season. So let's start off with how. It's been a rough season for Trey Lance. And truly, it looks like the hits just keep on coming. Last week, he went under the knife for his second surgery on his broken ankle to remove tech that was causing discomfort. Cause, of course, sometimes the universe just wants to pile things on, just testing the everything's got a reason theory. But at least in this case, Lance is taking it like a champ. And a couple of days later, we got more info on this situation from 49ers head coach Kyle Shanahan. He went in on how Trey's been fantastic, especially when you keep in mind how deep these guys can get hit when their season is just starting, which, of course, just speaks to the type of passion this man holds for the game. You gotta respect him for that, right? Cause after he started traveling again with the team, it's been difficult for him. Everyone can get that. Still, he's as good as any hurt player Kyle's ever seen. He tries to stay positive and comes off well, even if you know it's a massive challenge. And the thing is, they weren't completely surprised by the need for the new surgery. That's gotta be kinda bittersweet, cause when he went into it, he broke a bone. So first off, what they had to do was fix that break, but there's potential work after that. See, if it rubbed the wrong way or anything, then that also had to be fixed. So why'd they wait this long? Well, they had to break the bone again. Of course. Makes complete sense, right? I'm kidding. Even I was insanely confused at first. But here's Shanahan out. The man's got a point. He said that the doctors needed to break the bone again, but do it how they wanted to. Which is more creepy than it was, like very dramatic artists. In a way, you can't say I'm way off, because that's how they'd know that a surgery could be successful, and that, of course, made sense to everyone involved, even if it was a tough pill to swallow. Now, Kyle is no doctor. We've each got our limits, but it made sense to him for the people in charge to have something to tie back together. Because again, right now, they've been stuck due to the break going rogue, rubbing up against stuff it shouldn't, trying to tear important things, not helping. So the irritation had to go. Even if it took a lot of time, the human body's just like that sometimes. We deal with it, and Lance is certainly someone who's always up for the challenge. Whether that's on the field or under insane recovery, just get this man back to doing what he loves. Cause he's kinda back where he started, but in a much better position. Think of it like having a really good second half mindset. You may have been better in the first, but you've gotta see it like a new chance. Though you might be asking, how'd it get this bad? Well, for that, we'd have to look at Trey Lance's eventful months as QB. Yep, legit. It took that look for him to hit sky high and then just keep getting hit down. Though, keep in mind, none of it's been his fault, and that's good. At least in the long run. But it's still unfortunate that Lance, 22, was only 2 games into his first season when all this started. Like y'all, just try to imagine his disappointment as the starting QB. He's certainly got an insane spirit to keep on going. As soon after the initial games, he broke his fibula and tore his deltoid and connective tissue. So it makes sense that this would put him down for a bit as well, especially when he was already being dubbed the future of the 49ers. Which was after the Niners traded 3 first-round picks and a third-round pick to move up to number 3 overall in the 2021 NFL Draft. See, a lot had gone into making sure he was on the team, and for good reason. Since he joined, Lance has thrown for 797 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions in career games. Y'all, there aren't many people that can hit high coming out of the gate. This man wasted no time getting into everything and giving all he got. And yeah, in hindsight, that's still incredible, but that ain't all. He also rushed for 235 yards and 1 touchdown, and his starts resulted in a 2-2 record for the team. Also with that in mind, his recovery should be the 49ers' last obstacle. Although, the QB isn't in the safe either. That's right. Looks like if there's one thing that this team's promising for the rest of the season is to keep on making headlines. Cause they could be changing their main man yet again. Anyone else kinda getting trust issues here? But either way, right now, we know that Shanahan's got a strong feeling that Brock Purdy's also got what it takes. He told 49erswebzone.com that once he got in the game versus Miami, he didn't have the luxury to sit there and worry about extra stuff. Because of how intense the game was going. They only call plays with the time they had to try and win the game. Look, I hope everyone's on the same page when I say this. He did an outstanding job, and since then, he's done it every time. So goes without saying the team's got a lot of faith in him, and he gives them more and more every week. Which makes me question, where does that leave Trey Lance? Are we looking forward to a little very intense rivalry for the star title when the next season hits? Because right now, Though a lot of people had their doubts about Purdy, he certainly knocked them all out of the park.
Purdy on the fake, fires. It's a perfect throw to Kittle down the seam. This time, fires to the middle at Samuel. In stride and down to the 30s. Pressure from Parsons again, gets rid of it. Jennings in stride, and he's out of bounds.
Go him in bounds. The half expires. But Purdy,
a lot of room now. Odin up over the middle. Oh, what a catch by Kittle.
Catch.
But if y'all need a quick reminder, let's look at some of Brock's massive wins so far. Cause see, we aren't gonna skimp out on anyone here. The man's a good candidate, and there's good reason for that. We just need to look at last Saturday for proof of that. Purdy completed 9 of 11 passes for 185 yards and 2 touchdowns, as the 49ers won the first 25 points of the second quarter to secure a solid win. But then, he became the first rookie quarterback to win a playoff start. Yep, that's right. The man got this title since January of 2013 and became the youngest player in playoff history to throw for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. Come on, you gotta give him credit for this stuff. His coach certainly did. It was after this game that Kyle Shanahan said that they've never lost faith in Purdy, even though the slow start, and the fruit of that stands true in front of them.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely the most poised rookie I've ever had. He's been like that since he's gotten here. From what I hear about him in college, I think he was very similar. Just starting as a freshman, and I mean, he's been great. He was poised all week. Even him being unsure of whether he'd be able to go or not. I think that was uneasy for him because he didn't know what to expect till he got in the game. Under our circumstances, we didn't have any other options or choices. We're going to see how long he could last, and we were ready to go with Josh. But he got comfortable and got better as the game went, and it was pretty unbelievable.
So y'all, there's good reason why he could give Lance a run for his money, but that competition won't be the only reason next season's about to get interesting, cause there's another player in the race for QB. It's like a gift that keeps on giving. Come on, y'all didn't forget about Garoppolo, did you?
Right now, carried the ball 4 times in the first half off the fake to Breida. Garoppolo throws, it is caught and taken all the way for a Niners touchdown, 39 yards.
First down, they fake it one way, roll the other. Garoppolo
touchdown.
Looking down the field and wide open, and that will be a touchdown for Marquise Goodman.
Look, I know that his departure was due to extreme circumstances, but stick with us. According to NFL Network's Ian Rappaport, Garoppolo is out of the walking boot, but not fully walking yet. So there's some progress on his end, because we know he's a long way from being able to play. But as we all gotta remind ourselves from time to time, baby steps, y'all. So if the 49ers win the NFC title game on January 29th or Super Bowl 57 on February 12th, he could serve as a backup. That was a quick rundown of the unexpected quarterback competition the 49ers could be facing next season. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more videos just like this. See you in the next one.